I decided to start this business because I grew up in it. I grew up with my grandmother who started a bakery in 1959, and my grandmother and my mother worked together. And we got involved since we were little, so I was already very aware of what the business was like. So I came to Philadelphia to study cooking, and I studied beyond baking. The idea was to go back and open up a restaurant, but I never went back. But the dream stayed with me to continue with my grandmother's legacy, so I got professional training. And I worked in the business for 10 years, and then I left when it was time to raise my children. If that happens, you have your little rag, okay, clean it. But the best thing would be, Philadelphia has changed dramatically in the last 28 years. Philadelphia has become a place where people have very sophisticated palates, people are adventurous, they like to try new things, they're very aware of cultures. When I came here 28 years ago, nobody had any idea where Honduras was. Now people know where it is, a lot of them have been there or know somebody who's going there, so they're open for new flavors from new cultures. Our purpose with this business is to offer people a place, and people of all ages. To us, it's very important to include the whole family. We want grandmothers, mothers, grandfathers, grandchildren. We want a place where the teenagers can hang out, and if they want to eat a little bit of something savory and a little bit of something sweet, they can find both. And the types of desserts that I make, my true love are the mini ones. I love doing a display of 5 to 7 different desserts, different textures, different flavors. And I like to combine the different, my classical French training with my Latin upbringing and my love for Italian sometimes. So it's really nice to do this kind of fusion. Thank you for appreciating my work.
No, you have no idea. I come in and buy those brownies.
I am the proud owner of Coffee Market, previously known as Sam's Place, and it's a coffee shop that's been a staple here in the neighborhood since 1973 and has second and third generation customers. Well, actually, her product really speaks for itself. So actually, several people had brought to attention that there's a baker that does this fantastic stuff. She stopped by once and she says, and very modestly said, I'm just going to drop off a few samples. And that is how I learned about Ligia's pastries. The first time I had tastings, the customers gave me a feedback that was immediate, and I knew it's a product I absolutely must have in my shop. Not only visually that it's beautiful, but it certainly delivers when it comes to taste. They're simply irresistible. Her work ethic really shows in the way her products look. Visually, they are beautiful. And they really, when you taste them, you really can taste the quality of all the ingredients and products that she has used. And when you just look at them, you know there has to be a lot of love and hard work put in them. Yes, someone actually called Ligia a witch. And I'm sure that they meant a good witch from the south that produced such an enticing dessert that they simply could not resist, and they do come back for it. And I get a lot of responses from people from South America that are familiar with some of the desserts. And when I first tell them what it is, like afrejoles, which is her tres leches cookies, they have their suspicions until they actually taste one. And they really always comment how authentic and wonderful they are.
First time I tried Ligia's desserts was here at Coffee Market. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't get enough of them now. The freshness of the flavors are just amazing, and the way she presents them just makes them irresistible. You want to try all the little tiny delicious bites. I can't say that I've ever tried any desserts in Philly like this, ever. And you can really just taste the love and taste the generations of experience that goes into creating that product.
So we have been soaking this environment since we were little. And I always knew that I wanted to do something related to the business. I wasn't sure what. I thought I was going to go back to Honduras and just continue. But I never went back to Honduras. So now I am trying to bring together my background and my professional training and offer a very unique experience to the Philadelphia clientele, a clientele that wasn't ready for me 28 years ago. They're ready for me now because now they are more open to different cultures.
Yeah, it's Femi and Zuleika. Uncle Femi, yes.